when I graduated, I majored in finance and international business, you know, and didn't like it. So I started going like, okay, I got to find what I like. At that time, Whose Line Is It Anyway was very, you know, a huge show that I really like, improv. So I took a class at the DC Improv, and that's how when I basically like really kind of like, oh man, this is what I want to do. Like exactly. Everything like, it was, I always tell people like 3 things happened to me. It was like, wow, it's the first time I was better than the average. You know, I'm a huge sports fan, but like a sports guy, I play pretty much every sport, but I was never like the star of any sport. I wasn't bad, but I was never good. I never got picked last. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
I never got picked last, but I was never like, oh, this guy. But the first time I did improv or anything with comedy related, I felt like I was like, I'm pretty, you know, I'm better than anybody else.
Yeah,
like,
right.
It was, you could tell I was like, why these people don't pick it up quickly or they didn't get it?
Right.
And for me, I got it so quick here. And I'm like,
yeah, right.
And that was the first time in my life that I felt like that. And then the other thing was that is the other time that everything throughout my life, I was always following the crowd or doing what was cool. Like, I would play games or ride a skateboard, but then I would get bored and then move on to the next thing. I would never find. So then this is the first time that I found something and I'm like, no, I want to do it again. And I want to do it again. And it wasn't about like following the crowd. It's because I wanted to do it.
Yeah, right.
And that was the second thing. I was like, oh. And then the third thing was when the first time we did that, you know, you do a show, a class, you know, they have the class. They always have like the end of the show for family and friends and stuff like that.
Right.
So I did it, and I remember being on stage, and I never been on stage pretty much my whole life, and I felt so comfortable being on stage.
Oh, that's great.
And that's when I was like, okay, those 3 things were like, this is different than anything else. And that's when I started to kind of like pursue it and thinking about moving, and that's why I moved to LA to start